Are you tired of hitting absolutely everything except your enemies in Warzone 2? Do you want to learn how to aim like this? Or like this?
The ladder while you're up there,
or just straight up get hilarious death comms when you kill people? Well, today's video is definitely for you, where I'm going to show you all of the best controller settings and the one hidden secret that most Warzone pros are not telling you regarding aim assist. If you learned something new today, make sure to subscribe down below because you do get 20% more aim assist and it gets us closer to 500,000 subscribers. Before I dive into all of that, let me show you guys the controller that I use. The next gen controllers like the Reflex and the Instinct have everything you could possibly need from a controller. Obviously, you can play it on next gen or PC. They have removable thumbsticks, performance grip, 4 paddles in the back that you can take off, remap the whole shebang, and digital tap, triggers, and bumpers, which is going to be very, very important when you're playing FPS games. I can also heavily vouch for Scuf because I've been using them since day one of gaming, and they have been absolutely incredible. And definitely check out the link down below or scuf.co/JoeWo and use my code JoeWo if you guys are looking to check out a brand new Scuf. So I took to Twitter to troll my mouse and keyboard users just a little bit because it's fun, but actually I got some great responses on another tweet asking people, can they show me some of the clips where aim assist looks crazy broken? And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Before I do that though, I'm going to run through my controller settings for you guys because I know a lot of people always ask, and then I'm going to explain why there's one crucial setting you need to have on to get a thing called rotational aim assist. Let's get into it. All right, so here's my current controller settings for Warzone, and I play on 120 FOV, which is going to be important for my sensitivity. Obviously, you can play on whatever FOV you want to, but with FOV, obviously that is going to make your targets look much smaller the higher FOV you go. Because obviously the higher field of view you go, that is more you can see on the map, but that's going to make your targets a lot smaller. So I feel like if you guys cannot shoot your gun very straight, or you feel like you cannot track your opponents well, I would bring down your FOV if you're playing on 120. I've been playing Warzone for a very long time, so I have mine maxed out so I can see the most. But if you cannot hit your targets or track them well, I would say probably around 90 to 100 FOV is good for you, so your opponents will look a little bit larger than compared to me if I'm on 120. So one thing too that I see a lot of people mess up is their sensitivity. Now, the perfect sensitivity for newer players or people that I feel like can't aim that well would be around 6.6 or 7.7. I play on 1010, but that is just personal preference. I see a lot of people playing on way too high of sensitivity for their liking, and that obviously leads to a lot of missed shots. If you are missing a lot of shots, try taking your sensitivity down, and also test out playing with this ADS sensitivity multiplier. So if you have your ADS sensitivity multiplier on 1, that means that whatever sensitivity you're on when you ADS and you move your right stick left to right, it will stay the same. Now, if you have it on 0.85, 0.9, I see some people on 0.7, that will actually slow down your ADS sense to help you track targets faster. But when you un-ADS, obviously it's going to go back to your normal sensitivity, whatever that is, and it's going to move at the same speed. So if you have your ADS sensitivity multiplier lower like I do, when you aim down sights, it will be slower as you are looking left and right compared to your normal sense when you are not ADSing. So a couple Warzone specific settings here. I obviously have my ADS on hold. As I pull down my left trigger, it aims in. When I let go, it's obviously not. If you guys have played games like CSGO or Valorant, that's obviously a little bit different. Some people like to have it on, I think it's called toggle, where if you click it once, then it will actually aim in. Then you have to click it again to un-ADS. Some people may like that, but for me personally, and for most people I know, it's not that good. Obviously, for automatic sprint, I have it on automatic tactical sprint. So if I push left just up on my controller, it goes into an automatic tactical sprint instead of having to click down. I just feel like it's easier on my thumb and thumbsticks over time. I also have my interact and reload behavior on prioritize interact. So obviously, as you're trying to open chests, do things like that, open doors, instead of just reloading or picking up certain things that you don't want to pick up, it's going to prioritize that interact where you can just obviously grab things on the ground better and it's easier for you. Armor plate behavior, I have on apply all, which you should, where if you have plates in your inventory, you get cracked and you hold triangle once, you're just going to keep putting in plates as you're running instead of having to put in one plate, hold it again, put in another, hold again. Obviously, it just helps the games flow some. So now we get into the meaty settings here. First things first, target aim assist, have this on. If you have this off, you're literally trolling, and maybe that's why you can't hit shots. Have on your aim assist. For the aim assist type, I've seen so many people and creators gas up and tell you guys to use the Black Ops aim assist. Do not do this. The most important thing about this setting is default settings, because, which I'm going to explain shortly, you get rotational aim assist with the aim assist type default. With precision focusing in Black Ops, you don't. And rotational aim assist is the most broken thing in Call of Duty, and you are going to need it if you're going to want to hit your shots more. Now, after you have your aim assist type to default, you can go down to aim response curve and change this to whatever you want. I have it on dynamic personally. I've been using this since Warzone 1, and that just helps me better to hit my shots. You can try any of these as long as you have on the aim assist type to default. You will still get rotational aim assist, but this is pretty much his personal preference, but most people that I know do play on dynamic. Now going down to the inputs dead zone section. This is probably the most controversial section, and I see so many just misinformed people that talk about this, and this is a very important part. When it comes to your dead zone, for people that don't know, it is controller specific. I personally I say like because I have my dead zones at 0, but I personally like dead zone because it helps with rotational aim assist, and I feel like it also helps my aim to be more consistent. Now, if you raise your dead zone, obviously to go higher, that means that you have to push farther on your sticks for the input to actually activate. So if you have dead zone, where if you are not touching your sticks at all, your character could be going left and right, or your aim for your right stick could be moving around, that means you have stick drift, which means most people put this up super high to stop them from getting stick drift. For me personally, because I have a scuff, shout out scuff baby, I do not ever take my right thumb from my controller because of the paddles. Obviously I can slide, I can jump, I can plate everything from the back paddles, so I never take my right thumb off the aiming stick. So therefore my centering and everything else will always be where I want it to be, so I don't have to battle against stick drift because my centering is where it is, because I never take my right thumb from the stick. If you put your dead zone super high, there is obviously going to be a zone of time and where you have to push your stick that is not going to activate, which is going to cause inconsistencies in your aim. So therefore, I have my dead zones at 0 because my centering is always going to be where I want it to be, making my sensitivity in game feel much more consistent over time. Now let's talk about what is rotational aim assist and why is it so important. So currently in Warzone, there is a aim assist bubble around the enemies or players that you're fighting up to about 200 meters. And after 200 meters, you're not going to be getting the rotational and normal aim assist that you get under 200 meters, which is fine because you're not going to be taking those super long range gunfights anyway, unless you're sniping. So what rotational aim assist is when you are using your left stick to aim, and yes, I say your left stick to aim, you actually get more aim assist. There's so many clips which I'm about to show you where instead of using your right stick to trace and track your targets, you can actually strafe left and right and get a thing called rotational aim assist. And this is where the infamous clips of people not touching their right stick, like from Blue and a ton of other creators, comes into play. We're now in Warzone, which we've had in Warzone 1 and 2, is you can actually, which you should be doing this in every single gunfight, is strafing left to right. The reason being is you are getting that rotational aim assist. If you are running forward or backwards, you will not get any rotational aim assist, and you'll just have the normal aim assist with your right stick. The thing you can do is if you are tracing somebody and tracking them while they're going left, you can walk to the right and push your left stick to the left to track them, and you'll get rotational aim assist and normal aim assist. The point of that being is I see comments all the time saying you're cheating, how do you aim like that, my aim assist doesn't work like that, but that's just because they don't know how to use aim assist unless they see this video, which you guys are watching right now. And that's being is you have to, in every single gunfight, strafe left and right, or even diagonal down or up, not forward or backwards. So again, left and right, or diagonal left and right, to get rotational aim assist. Do not go up or down while you are aiming and shooting, or you will not get any rotational aim assist. So in this clip from my good friend Blue, you can see rotational aim assist at work. You can see he is pressing down and tracking his targets by moving his left stick down and left, strafing, and he is not touching the right stick at all. And aim assist, rotational aim assist, is doing all the aiming for him without even using his right stick yet. This is why rotational aim assist is so broken, because if you learn how to obviously use your left stick to strafe left and right, and then obviously combine that with the normal aim assist of the right stick to track your target, you are gonna literally have aimbot like aim, which you guys have seen from a lot of creators' clips. So another example is from my good friend Metaphor, who actually plays on keyboard and mouse and is very vocal about rotational aim assist and how broken it is. And so am I. I was actually playing and playtesting Warzone 2 at the dev studios, and I literally told them, I was like, even as a controller player myself, rotational aim assist is crazy broken, and I would honestly like to see it nerfed, because if they nerf aim assist some, it will actually be a skill gap of the game, because a lot of people don't know how to shoot their gun and will have to actually learn. So anyway, long story short, in this clip behind me, you'll see when you are actually jumping, you get rotational aim assist too while you're strafing. So this player here was fighting Metaphor. Obviously he's on the keys, so those up close fights are going to be very, very awkward. But when he is jumping out of the building, he is technically jumping and running, which would be classified as a strafe, and he is getting insane hip fire rotational aim assist. So even though he is tracking with his right stick a little bit, he is obviously getting that rotational aim assist while jumping and moving with his left stick, which just looks crazy from Metaphor's POV. And there'll probably be a lot of people that's like, oh, that doesn't really matter, Joe, rotational aim assist isn't even that good. Here's an example. Again, Metaphor, very vocal in the keyboard and mouse community about aim assist. He showed me a kill cam, which shows how broken rotational aim assist is. As you can see, the player he is fighting is pushing up on his stick to start the fight, which means he's not getting any rotational aim assist, and he's just using his right stick to aim. And we see he didn't hit a single bullet on Metaphor. The thing is, once he started strafing to the left, which would activate rotational aim assist, look at how different his aim looks when he's fighting Metaphor. Obviously, going from pushing up and getting no rotational aim assist at all, he is already painting a picture of bullets around Metaphor's body. Once he starts to go to the left, where he activates that rotational aim assist, he gets a kill, which he never should have gotten. I cannot stress it enough again. If you guys are so confused, like, why does my aim not look like pros? Typing in comments, my aim doesn't look like that. You have to take advantage of the #1 most broken thing in Call of Duty, and that's going to be rotational aim assist. I cannot stress it enough. Any gunfight you go into, you have to be using your left stick to aim. Again, you have to be using your left stick to aim, strafing left and right, or diagonal down and to the left. Very, very, very important to get that rotational aim assist and aim assist on your right stick as you're aiming. It will literally give you aimbot like aim.